Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your host, T. McBride of Mindset Matters. I am the President and CEO of Empowered by Hope, LLC, in conjunction with my partner, Dr. Stephen Evans. Stephen Evans Consulting, LLC. Look us up, see what we're all about. I'm not going to spend much time with you this morning. Before you go out the door, I just want to encourage you, empower you to have the best day that you can have. As a matter of fact, I want you to do that. I want you to say that to yourself. I'm going to have a good day today. Now I know your next thought is going to be, watch something happen. That's understandable because 60% of our thoughts are negative thoughts. But we don't have to act on that. We don't have to let that manifest because things will happen out of our control. That's life. But remember, it's not what happens to us, but it's how we respond to it. A lot of us will focus on the problem rather than the solution. Like I said, things are going to happen, but we should change it around because that is an opportunity to create change. We have to have preventative measures in the event that something may happen. We have the power, we have the tools to create change, but we stay focused on the problem. And once the problem sets in, then our emotions kick in. And when our emotions kick in, it's going to rattle our thinking and the outcome is going to get worse. Just know that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. As you go throughout your day, you're not looking for a perfect day, but you are looking to have the solutions to handle any situations. That's going to reduce your stress level, your anxiety, your blood pressure. These things that create a physical change in our body. We want to stay in good health. We want to keep our mind strong, our body strong, but we can't do that if our mind is not right. The Bible says I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I look to the hills from which cometh my help. All of my help comes from the Lord. Some of you may not believe that, but it works for me. And if you're not trying it, I encourage you to try it. It'll make you feel so much better. Now, as you got up this morning, I hope that you were encouraged. I hope that you were having an attitude of gratitude, which is going to determine your altitude. Be lifted up, be encouraged. Know that I am somebody, I am something. I was created for greatness. You know, God has a perfect will. He has a perfect day. He has created this day for us. As I said in my last podcast, if He woke you up this morning, then you are in His plan. You are in His will. So you're supposed to be doing something great today. You're supposed to be encouraging somebody else. You're supposed to be showing others how to live, how to treat each other. I know you're saying to yourself, well, I want to be respected. I want to be encouraged. I want to be acknowledged. I want to be shown love, patience, and empathy. That's great. But the thing is, you have to be willing to give that to someone else. Change the script. If it's not like you want it, change the script. Someone's being rude to you or bullying you. That is the opportunity to create change. Don't feed into it. Don't act on it. We have to show people how we're supposed to live, how we can live, how we can overcome, how we can enlighten, how we can encourage, how we can live together, how we can be amongst each other and not fight, have strife, and argue. That stuff is going to eat you alive. And then in your job, you get there, I'm getting to get to my job. I hate this person, I hate that person. I don't like doing this, I don't like doing that. Regardless of the situation, there is an opportunity for you to change the script. What story are you telling yourself? What story are you telling yourself every day? My life is miserable. hate going to this place. I hate being around so-and-so. Okay, if you're doing the same thing, the same way, and expecting different results, that is a definition of insanity. Change the script. Change who you hang around with. Change what you listen to. Change what you look at. The Bible encourages us to change, to guard our heart. That's what it says. Guard your heart. So we have to be conscious and cognitive of the things that we let in to us, through our eyes, through our ears. You know right from wrong. You know what's good. You know what's bad. You've got the power to change your situation. You've got the power to change your destiny. But a lot of us don't do it because we're afraid. We're afraid of change. Things get better when there is change. We have to have change. It's going to happen, whether you want it to or not. But I'd rather be a part of making that change than somebody else doing it for me. Then I can have some input. I can have some say-so in the change. It's about me. What I choose to do with my life. How I want the rest of my life to be. How I want my relationship to be. My job, my finances, my emotions, my happiness, my joy. You should be in control of that. I know you think, well, what about this? If this happens and that happens, it is going to happen. But that's the beauty of it. We have an opportunity to make the change. Don't be afraid to have a good day. Because when we have a good day, some of us are thinking, things are going too good now. I'm just waiting for something to happen. 60% of our thoughts are negative thoughts. Just by nature, as a human being. Because our brain doesn't really want to accept things that it can't figure out. So just by us telling ourselves we're going to have a good day, the evidence hasn't showed up yet. So the brain is trying to reject that. That's where faith comes in, as I talk about frequently. The substance of things hoped for, but the evidence of things not seen. There's a part of your brain, it's a gland. It's about the size of your thumb, maybe, the tip of your thumb. It's called a reticular activating system. You have the power to activate that. You have the power to tell it what to do, what not to do, what to focus on, what not to focus on. And it will seek and find whatever it is that you choose for it to do. It has to act on that. You control your mind. Don't let anybody else tell you that your mind controls you. You control your mind. You tell it what to do, what not to do. Your mind has hundreds of thousands, millions of thoughts per day. It's up to you to pick and choose what you want to receive. You write the script. Don't let somebody write a script for you and say, here, go do this. Don't let someone else control your thoughts, control your emotions, making you do things that you don't want to do, that are contrary to your goals, that are contrary to your greatness. As you walk out the door this morning, you are somebody. Dr. Evans said this in his last podcast. We are all leaders, whether we want to accept it or not. You are all role models, whether you want to accept it or not. You are going to impact people's lives by your actions, by your words, by your behaviors. And there's nothing you can do about it. But I'd rather know that I'm influencing somebody in a positive way by my behaviors, by my subliminal messaging, by the way I act, by the way I treat people. Good morning. Thank you. I love the way you did this. I love the way you did that. That was so thoughtful. You know, you were so kind to me. Here, let me help you with this. I'm here to listen if you need to talk. I understand your situation. If there's anything I can do, let me know. The thing is, we want all these things. We have to be willing to give them. But you can't give them if you're not in a good place. Remember, it's okay not to be okay. But if you know help's coming, it makes things so much better. You feel like you can hold on now, because that's one of the reasons I named my company Empowered by Hope, because hope is an expectation that something is going to happen. Let me say that again. Hope is an expectation something is going to happen. I might be in this situation right now, but I do believe that it won't last always. Trouble endureth for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. I do believe I'm going to be rescued. I don't see things happening. But I believe I'm going to get out of this. I do believe I'm going to rise above, because he's coming to see about me. All of my work, my faith, my confidence, my not wavering is going to activate, put things in motion in my favor, because I've been diligent. The Bible says that if you be faithful over a few things, just a few things, God will make you ruler over many. So I want to be caught doing good. When God looks at me, I want to be caught magnifying him. I want to be caught doing the right thing. I want to be caught honoring his word. I want to be caught using his word. I want to be caught being godly. Now, there's a caveat to this. All those who live godly will suffer persecution. Look at that. I'm being godly. I want to be godly, but why am I catching all this trouble? But remember, God rewards those who diligently seek him. You might be going through trouble. You might have situations in your life, and we all do, and we all will. But look at the beauty down the road. Trouble don't last always. Weeping endureth for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. It don't get no better than that now. Come on. We've got to hold on. We've got to hold out. Maybe that job you're working is not working out. You hate going in. Your boss is always on your neck. Maybe you're in that relationship where they're not valuing you and they're always finding something wrong. Maybe your children don't respect you and they're not listening to you. They stay in trouble. Maybe your finances are not right where you want them to be. That's okay. You have to know that that is part of the process going from bitter to better. That is the process of becoming bulletproof. That is the process of making God part of your family. That is the process to greatness. That is the process to godliness. That is the process to prosperity. That is the process to goodness, greatness, joy. Keep your eyes focused on what God says. You're going to come in contact with people that are going to bash you, that are going to keep negative conversation going on, that have nothing to offer you but noise. You've got to make a change. The change starts up here. Then it will trickle down the rest of your body. Let it get to the heart. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. My word is sufficient. Speak life into your situations. Nobody's life is perfect. You don't get to perfect without pain. You don't get to perfection without pain. You don't get to prosperous without pain. You have to go through toughness to see how tough you are. Any situation that you're in that is causing you discomfort or is irritating you, I would look at myself and say, okay, I'm on the right road now. I'm on the right road now because the devil is trying to stop my greatness. He's trying to stop your greatness. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy. He wants to destroy your relationship with God. He wants to kill your joy. He wants to steal your happiness. Before I let him take it, I add more to it. Now that's me. I want you to have the attitude of gratitude. Have the attitude that my altitude is going to take me higher and higher. Because of my trouble, in spite of my trouble. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Oh, what if I have a flat tire on the way to work? Well, you know what? I got a spare. And everybody has a cell phone. Call somebody. Call your supervisor. Say, hey, this has happened, that has happened. I'll be there shortly. Don't sit there with your head down and I should have never said that. This would have never happened. That's what the devil wants you to think. That you're doing something wrong. It's contrary to what you're believing. In spite of your trouble, I will trust him. I will believe in him. Now the devil wants, like I say, he wants to turn it around because of you trusting him and believing in him and have faith. You're going to be punished. See how the devil has that mirror effect? He's showing you one thing, but it means something else. That's not God's way. God will never tempt you, but he will test you. So when he tests you, you will come out with pure gold. Read the book of Job. See what all Job went through. And you would think he had every opportunity to feel let down, discouraged, lied to, punished. But if you continue to read the chapter through the third verse, after the third verse, you'll see where things start to change. You'll see where he began to get favor. You'll see where things will be more clear of God's intent for Job's life. See, we're not capable of seeing the end or the outcome of our trouble. But if we hold on, we will see the fruits of our labor. I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to keep you long. I hope you're out the door with a different attitude. I hope this message right here bleeds over to where you have to tell somebody else about it. They will notice a change when you walk in the office today or wherever you're at, your place of employment, whether it be a school, bus travel, whatever the case may be. Words of encouragement will change your attitude and your altitude. It will build a relationship, and it can also tear a relationship down. You choose. You write the script. You tell your story. T. McBride, empowered by hope. I'd like to give a special shout out to my partner, Dr. Stephen Evans. Also my partner, Mr. Alex, our technical advisors. You guys are great. I love you both. Hit the like button, subscribe, so you can hear more of these great messages. Join us again on Mindset Matters.